ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
Governor Gavin Newsom tweeting out good news this afternoon. California has administered more than 8 million vaccines. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Here in San Diego, we are just days away from teachers starting to get vaccinated. Our ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala shows the effort to get that done quickly so kids can return to the classroom.
Nikki Sullivan is a middle school science teacher at Fulton K-8 in the Skyline area.
I miss my students terribly. I'm really excited to see them face to face.
San Diego Unified is eyeing a mid-April return date if all teachers and staff are vaccinated. And the county announced educators are among the group of essential workers eligible for COVID-19 vaccines starting Saturday. Police officers and food and ag workers are also included.
Because there are so many people in phase 1B, tier 1, we're working with the county to help prioritize access for the education employees, K-12 education employees.
Laura Josh is the area vice president for the California Schools Voluntary Employees Benefits Association, or VEBA.
We are a public nonprofit trust that provides health care and well-being services for public sector employers, including school districts.
VEBA is working with the San Diego County Office of Education to get educators vaccinated as quickly as possible.
So we will be using the county guidelines to determine who will have first access to the system to schedule their appointment.
The county says 20% of the vaccines will be set aside for transitional kindergarten through 12th grade teachers and staff. Employees can go to vivavaccinates.com to sign up for the latest updates, and Josh says they will then be notified by employers when they can sign up for their shot. While Sullivan is excited to get back into the classroom and offer students a hands-on science experience, she's concerned that some families may let their guards down, causing the virus to spread.
Families, not all, but many families are just going to be like, yay, now we can do whatever we want and go out into society and go to gatherings and unmask and concerts and parties, and then kids are going to bring that back to school.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
There is an effort to use the church to get more African Americans vaccinated. The black community is lagging behind when it comes to getting the shot. So tomorrow, the Black Nurses Association plans to administer 200 shots at the Bethel African Methodist Church in Logan Heights. Those 65 and older can contact the church to make an appointment. The hope is people who distrust vaccines will feel more comfortable in a church setting.
Tonight, the vaccination situation south of the border is troubling. Just a fraction of the people in Baja, California have gotten a shot. New at 7 o'clock, ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner explains why that's bad news for San Diego County.
Mexican government records show there's been a total of 43,000 confirmed COVID cases in the state of Baja, which holds about 3.5 million people.
Our economic vibrancy and vitality in San Diego County depends on having a constructive relationship with Mexico and having that border work for both of us.
Imperial Beach Mayor Serge Dedina told ABC 10 News that the vaccine rollout south of the border must speed up.
If we can't get Mexico vaccinated, it's gonna really hinder our efforts to reopen the border and get our economy going.
For the last year, the land border has been closed to non-essential travel. It's scheduled to remain that way through at least the end of March. As of this Thursday, the Mexican government reported that only about 24,000 people in the state of Baja California had been vaccinated. Compare that to San Diego County, where, as of Wednesday, about 526,000 people had been vaccinated. This week, the Baja Secretary of Health posted photos of new vaccine shipments arriving in Tijuana.
Look, we have a multi-billion-dollar cross-border economy here. Major manufacturing going on, tourism, but also just the spending power of folks south of the border has a huge impact on San Diego County, a positive impact.
Dedina said he's been in communications this week with mayors on both sides to see what action can be taken.
We need to get San Diego vaccines going, but we need to help our neighbors to the south.
Of the 24,000 people in Baja who've been vaccinated, 17,000 of them are seniors over 60 years old. The rest are healthcare workers. Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
We reached out to Mayor Todd Gloria and Supervisor Nathan Fletcher's office for comment. We are waiting to hear their reply. The county reported another 519 cases today, while our test positivity rate went down to just 3%. Another 30 people have lost their lives to COVID, bringing that total to 3,260.
Two county supervisors from opposite political parties say that they support fans being allowed into Padres games by opening day. ABC 10 News reporter John Horn explains why that'll likely need a green light from the governor.
The Padres are scheduled to open the season April 1st at Petco Park. As it stands, the county would need to drop 2 coronavirus tiers by then for fans to be allowed in.
But he has, adjusted things back and forth.
County Supervisor Jim Desmond is calling on Governor Newsom to make another change to coronavirus restrictions. This one to allow a limited number of fans into Petco Park when the Padres host Arizona to start the season.
Padres have gotten fantastic, and unfortunately people can't go to see it, but that's why we're trying to push for the effort to hopefully on opening day to get fans in the stadium.
Desmond, a Republican, sent this letter to Governor Newsom on Thursday suggesting he allow 25% capacity at Petco Park, or just over 10,600 fans. The letter notes case rates are falling and that 22,000 fans went to the Super Bowl.
I'm not on a speed dial, I can tell you that.
But the push got a boost Thursday afternoon when Supervisor Nathan Fletcher, a Democrat and ally of the governor, said he too would like some fans in the stands by opening day. Padres CEO Eric Grupner addressed that earlier this week.
I think we feel confident that when the time is right, and we think it's coming relatively soon, that we can reopen Petco Park and it'll be one of the safest places for anybody to be in San Diego.
He says the team has devoted time and resources preparing to host fans in a safe way. John Horn, ABC 10 News.
And the Padres say they are working with the other 4 California teams on reopening plans. We have reached out to the governor's office for comment. We're waiting to hear back. You can stay on top of any new developments with coronavirus by downloading the 10 News app. A free version is available in the App Store.
A major drug bust at a Claremont home. DEA agents served a search warrant to a home near Claremont Drive in Balboa early this morning. The raid turned fentanyl, meth, and PCP. Crews wore hazmat gear as they swept the house to prevent breathing in the harmful levels of fentanyl. Neighbors say the bust is not surprising.
Within the past 2 months, I'd say probably about 30 times the authorities have been at that property.
The 4 people arrested are identified as Joseph Guzman, Tommy Shedd, Lauren Murphy, and Jesse Hoover. They face several felony and misdemeanor charges, including possession and sale of narcotics.
A man is behind bars tonight accused of trying to bury his wife alive on the beach in Coronado last night. The woman called 911 saying that her husband had just tried to kill her. She says he got angry during an argument at the beach and first dragged her into the ocean before trying to bury her. She was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. A short time later, officers found Jose Maris and arrested him for attempted murder and assault. And the man accused of rehearsing a mass shooting at a downtown hotel pled guilty today. 32-year-old Steve Hamoki from Spring Valley admitted to illegally having an assault rifle and loading it in front of his children. Law enforcement zeroed in on Hamoki after he posted chilling YouTube videos of himself aiming guns at people from inside the Sophia Hotel. Police arrested him in December of 2019. He now faces up to 3 years in prison.
We're getting a better idea where the support for recalling Governor Gavin Newsom is the strongest. Our Los Angeles affiliate, KABC, crunched the numbers and came up with this map. The darker the blue, the higher the percentage of registered voters who signed the recall petition. As of February 5th, a little more than 2% of voters here in San Diego County had signed it. The strongest support is in the Central Valley and the far northern California. Just under 1.5 million verified signatures are required to get a recall on the ballot. Supporters say they've already collected more than 1.8 unverified signatures so far. The campaign has until March 17th to turn them all in.
A stretch of Friars Road is finally back open after 4 years of construction. That project added 3 bridges over Friars Road and the San Diego River. One will be used for the new trolley extension. The other 2 are heavy rail bridges to accommodate passenger and freight trains. The trolley extension, which will stretch up to UCSD, is expected to begin service later this year.